Welcome back to Elizabeth Plants. I'm Elizabeth and I ordered from GREENSPACES.ID again. So, right before the pandemic hit, I made a large order to GREENSPACES.ID, and it was, they asked me if I wanted to delay it or if I was willing to delay my order when the pandemic hit, and I said yes. I was completely fine with that for multiple reasons. I was just okay with that anyways, but it has arrived. It arrived in like 2 days. It was supposed to arrive tomorrow, so I'm filming this on a Thursday and it was supposed to arrive on a Friday. And it arrived. It is Thursday. It arrived a couple hours ago, but I had some clients, some sessions, and it's about 5:30 in the afternoon, so in a gloomy day. So I'm hoping I'll have enough sunlight to unbox this whole thing, but I'm going to stop forcing you to wait, and we're going to unbox it. Oh. Now, it does have a sticker on it saying that it was checked by an agent, and it's a little bit kind of crushed, so fingers are crossed, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Put that out in the world. I just don't. Like I said, I ordered 10 plants, or maybe I didn't say that, but I ordered 10 plants. So this is a huge haul. Now, in the past, I have stuck with ordering strictly philodendron from them, but I branched out this time. I have ordered one alocasia and a syngonium. This time I ordered some other things as well. All right, this is the inside of the box. They've got the cotton like they usually do. And then everything else is wrapped in paper, plastic, and what looks like toilet paper or paper towel. But I'm gonna set this box on the floor and just pull out one plant at a time. Oh, I lied. I ordered 12. Don't mind me. All right, so this is the first plant, how it's packaged. They're like kind of labeled. So based on what I think that says, this might be my Philodendron Gloriosum. There is first thing I noticed, a wooden dowel in here with the plant, probably to help it not be mushed. This is my Gloriosum. So this is the first thing I saw when I opened it up. If I spin it around, we do have a completely yellow leaf. My guess is that this is the oldest leaf though. It is also the smallest leaf. But if we look at the other two, very minimal damage. So that's really cool. And then if we just kind of move, I'll probably cut this one off, but the stems, look at the back of the leaf. This is a beautiful plant. So I will now open this up. And also, I was completely wrong. There's not a wooden dowel in here. Just this one branch was a different color than the other, so I assumed it was a wooden dowel. I'm glad I didn't treat it like a wooden dowel. Okay, so these are the lovely roots. They look really good. However, there is a stump here, and we learned with my last order that not good to stick stumps in water. So while I will be putting most of these plants in water, the stumped plants or any alocasia or budded plants will be put in moss instead. Another thing to note is that we've got a little growth right here, and that's really awesome. Yeah, this plant is phenomenal. It looks so good. So that is my first one, my Philodendron Gloriosum. I apologize if you can hear my cat crying. He's not allowed in here when I do stuff like this because he just knocks everything over. All right, this is the next plant. According to the writing on the paper, I believe this is going to be my Alocasia Variegata. Okay, so we've got quite a few yellow leaves, which I feel like is not unheard of for this plant in shipping. But we've got quite a few leaves, and it's we've got a couple of leaves that are doing pretty good, and it's a bulb plant, so it should be okay. This one's got some variegation on it, but also some yellowing, so I don't know how long this plant will live. Same with this one. But this leaf is doing all right. This leaf is doing all right. This one looks really good. And then, I don't think I showed you this one. This one is doing all right, and it has some white on it as well. So let's break into the roots and see if it's just shipping stress that caused the yellow or if there's damage to the roots. And I think it's important to note that considering how damaged the box is, I am expecting some damage to the plants. And also, they're shipped from Indonesia, I believe. They're shipped internationally either way. And so I'm going to expect a little bit of shipping stress on my plants, and that is normal. The hope is that it is not root rot or any kind of other issue, and that it is just shipping stress, because we can work with that for most of these plants that I've ordered. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is not one plant. This is 3. They sent me 3. So let's pull them apart. They're not too tangled. Either way, the roots on all of them look phenomenal. So we've got this one. This has, I think, the biggest bulb, I'd say, of all of the plants. The roots look really good. And it's got these 3 leaves. So this yellowing one, this partially yellowed but variegated one, and then this one that's doing really well. It's got very minimal variegation right here. That's so cool. I don't know. Sometimes, like, this is not the first time I've ordered one and got more than one. That happened with one of my first order plants as well. But this is the second one. So these are the roots and the bulb. This has the very speckled yellow one. This one's pretty much all green, as is this one, so I'm hoping that these guys will show some variegation on them somewhere. I'm not seeing it on the stems, but it's also possible that it's in the genetics. I'm not sure if this is a stable variegated plant or not, so we will just have to wait and find out. I'm not too upset though, because they sent me more than one. And this is the final one, much smaller, a teeny tiny little bulb. Some amazing roots, can you see that? Yeah, there we go, some amazing roots. And then here are the leaves. This one has this amazing little guy. And this guy is pretty amazing other than the yellowing. And then this little dud. But I'm pretty sure, based on the root health, that all of the yellowing is shipping damage. And that's pretty awesome. Looks like I'm losing 1 to 2 leaves per, which is like fine. Most of my Alocasia at this age and size only have 1 to 2 leaves at a time anyways. So success for sure. Thank you, Green Spaces, for the spares. All right. So next we've got this guy. According to, okay, this is pink. So this is my Syngonium Pink Splash. I don't know if you caught what I'm seeing on the camera. There is some yellowing, which again, depending on the root health, probably fine. But this is my Pink Splash. Note that there are what seems to be 3 separate leaves. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar. This one's even got an extra 4th. But this is what a mature arrowhead looks like. when an arrowhead is super mature, here, let me find a non-mature arrowhead to show you. So this is a very young arrowhead, and you can tell because it still looks like this. And these little ears, I call them, are still part of the leaf. However, with a mature one, they are separate. Look at that leaf. Oh my god. Okay, we have to break into these roots. Like, look at this one. It looks like there's just one ear. There's two. I think they're just still unfurling. That's crazy. Oh, I'm so happy with this. So we've got quite a root system here. It looks pretty good though. Looks pretty healthy. I'm not seeing any root rot or anything like that. You can see where this plant was cut off of the parent plant, but honestly it looks really good. Looks pretty good, and it also, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but right here there's another leaf growing, and it looks like there might be another one growing between these guys right here as well. So I'd say this yellowing is probably just travel stress, and I'm not concerned about it, especially with the Syngonium. This Syngonium will be fine also. There's a little bit of paper stuck to it. But we've got a brand new root right here. So this guy's doing really well, and I'm so excited to see a mature version. This is the only mature Syngonium I have, at least this level of maturity. I've got one that's starting to mature that's a white butterfly, but it is nowhere near this. This is so cool. Raja, it's okay, I'll come out in a minute. Go sit with your diddy. Yeah, I love you too. Go sit with your diddy. I'll come out in a minute. All right, here is my next plant. So this is going to be my Alocasia Black Velvet. I was not expecting this. Okay. Come through. Look at how beautiful this leaf is. Then you've got this one, which is also super beautiful. This one's a little yellow. And this one's a little yellow. The camera's not really picking it up. It's very minimally yellow. And then you can see that we're growing a little bit. Oh, this is gonna be good. I'm going to open up the roots in a second. Sorry about that. My cat is crying and I think he needs a hug. So I'm gonna go give my cat a hug and then we'll unpackage this guy's roots. Asha, this is what I'm doing. This is why you can't hang out in here. Yeah, I know, because you want to play with those. But you can't. Can y'all hear him? Oh. Oh, of course, then you stop purring. Oh, it's working. Don't go in the box. You can play with the paper. Yeah, you can play with the paper. Okay, I think I'm just going to have to let him be in this room and monitor him very closely. So I am sorry if I seem a little bit distracted. He's crying. I've been working all day in the office and he's pretty needy. So I'm actually going to give him a treat. I am in the middle of filming the cat grass bed video and it is not ready, but I'm gonna let him lay in it for a little bit. Why does it smell like you pooped? Look. No digging. Yeah, it's not ready, no digging. You can lay in it, no digging. That's a good boy. Lay down. Oh, are you mad at me? Huh? You mad? Here. He loves pipe cleaners, so I keep them around. Look! Pipe cleaner! It's a toy! You wanna play with it? Yeah, he's gonna have fun with that for a little bit. We are back. I'm going to dig into these roots now. Behave, Mr. Man. If you're not gonna lay in the cat grass, you gotta behave. So these are the roots. They look amazing. Look how thick this like stalk is. It's sturdy. They look amazing. Yeah, this plant is going to recover phenomenally. I might lose a leaf or two because they're starting to yellow, but I honestly, those are the oldest leaves as well, and this is an Alocasia, so I'm not really all that surprised. Another success. I would just like to show you what's going on. Hey, Raja, say hi to the camera. That is just him in a nutshell right there. Yeah? Nope, out of the box. Don't step on the plants in a box. Nope. So we've got this one. I cannot read this, so we're just gonna find out. I've ordered a couple of plants that start with P, so the options are endless. He wants out. I guess I'm just filming with the door open now. So again, we're gonna break into this one and just figure out what it is. Interesting. They've not only wrapped this, but they have wrapped something else. We'll take a look at the leaves that are not wrapped first. So we've got two that are doing pretty good. Again, this one's starting to yellow, and then we've got a completely yellow leaf. I'm going to guess that this one is my pastazanum, because I really don't think it's my patatum. And we've already opened up the pink splash. And this really is not my Paraiso Verde. So, pastazanum. Hold on, he's in the herbs. Okay, he's with his dad. Hopefully he'll be okay. Thanks for hanging in there with me. My man's too codependent. It's an unfurling leaf. Oh wow. With the unfurling leaf, I noticed, and I don't think the camera's gonna be able to pick it up because it's so little, but there's like a pink edge around the leaves. So that's amazing. Honestly, this root system is stunning. Like, look at that. You can see in there is a branch or whatever that's connected with this really thick root to what is absolutely gorgeous plant. That it's honestly just phenomenal. So because it's got the stump, I will be putting it in moss instead of water. But one last look at this pastazanum, if I'm even pronouncing it correctly. And this beautiful baby. All right, this is the next one, and I already read it. It is my Syngonium army. It's already vining. Look at that. That's phenomenal. Okay, so we've got one yellow leaf. We've got an unfurling leaf here at the end, which I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's also unfurling another one. Look at this patterning. It's like super speckled between like dark green and a regular green color. That's really cool. And then you've got these little guys in here. You can see that. Some aerial roots. Oh goodness. So this yellowing one actually has a little root node right here. That's interesting. Again, an amazing root system. And also, again, two separate plants. So this one's got a smaller root system, this one's got a lengthy root system. They've both got some pretty awesome aerial roots going on. But absolutely phenomenal plants. This is so cool. And they're both binding. I love that about this plant. So yeah, definitely, this is the oldest leaf. It makes sense that it would be kind of trying to shed off this leaf, but the rest is phenomenal. So what we've got right here looks like it's going to be my Alocasia Scalfrum. Oh, he's cute. Look at him. We've got these 3 leaves as far as I can see, and they all look like they're doing really good. Can I get it to focus? No, maybe not. Look at the detailing. I guess a little bit of yellowing on this one, but they look so good. And again, Alocasia, so it's a bulb plant, we'll be putting in moss instead of water. Okay, so this is actually really strange. It looks like, I mean, the roots are doing okay. Little bit of root rotting. Yeah, just a little bit of roots, kind of the sheaths having fallen apart a little bit. However, there's a second bulb. Yeah, of course my camera's not gonna focus. Anyways, there's a second bulb that has nothing on it. So I wonder if that's going to grow anything. And we've also got like a new node, so I'm not super, right there. So I'm not super worried about the fact that there's a little bit of root rot going on there. It doesn't look like it's super fresh root rot. It looks like it might be kind of old. I'll trim all of that off so that the rot doesn't spread, leaving that fresh node. And I'll stick him in moss and he should probably be just fine. Next we've got my Philodendron pedatum. Yes, pedatum. Look at this beauty. And it looks like we've got, if I can pull the leaves away, a new leaf coming in, and they've wrapped it up. Yes. So this is the new leaf coming in. Honestly, I don't see any yellowing on these leaves. They look phenomenal. I'm so excited about this one. Yeah, this is a really healthy root system. Nothing seems to be rotted. Some of it looks a little funky, but that's definitely not rot. I think that's just a... So that's the root system. And that is my pedatum. So this one's a surprise. I'm not going to tell you what this one is. I'm just going to tell you it is not a philodendron, it is not a syngonium, and it is not an alocasia. Are you ready? It is a variegated ZZ. So it's kind of folded over itself. It'll need some time to relax, but look at that. Look at that beautiful variegation. Fun story, I used to hate ZZs. I hated them. I bought one and I forgot about it in an attempt to kill it, and it didn't die, it thrived. It actually grew twice the size, and when I remembered that I had it, I was a little sad, but also super impressed. And from that point on, I liked ZZs. That's beautiful. Look at this leaf. Oh, the back is actually more cool. Look at that. And you've got these ones that I've showed you. That's really cool. And this feels like chunky roots, so let's get in them. Okay, you can definitely see where a other stalk was cut off. We have a little bit of root damage in here, a little bit of rot, but it's honestly, Yeah, what's left seems to be super strong, and ZZ are pretty resilient. It's got this like gigantic stalk. Again, this little bit that was seemingly chopped off. But I'm pretty impressed, and I am really excited to see this guy grow. I'm really pumped. I'm hoping that he sprouts up a bunch of new stalks really quickly. All right, we need to be quick. We're losing sunlight. So this next baby is my, what do I think that means? I think this translates to the Philodendron Paraiso Verde, but we'll open it up and find out. And I know you guys think it's very useful for me to tell you what I paid for these plants, and I will tell you what I paid for these plants. The paper I'm looking for doesn't have prices on it, so I will get that and let you know before the end of this video. This sure is my Verde. There's a lot less coloring on it than I would have expected for the price I paid. But I did order this approximately 2 months ago, so maybe I'm misremembering. Either way, it does look really healthy based on the leaves. And it is a very beautiful plant. Look at that. Look at those uneven ears. It's a little dusty. That's okay. And it is growing a new branch. Before we get into the roots, I do want to look up what this plant looks like, or what their listing looks like for this plant, because I do feel like it looked different than this. And I just really... Alright, so I looked it up, and the picture, I'll insert it right here. Take a look. It is different than what I'm seeing on these leaves. These look solid green for the most part. I can kind of see, in the camera's not going to, because it's so faint, maybe right here, a little bit of that coloring. But before I get upset about this plant and it not being what I thought it was, I don't know, this could be an immature version, and when it gets mature it'll look like that, so I want to do research on mature versus immature for this plant before I decide whether or not I am upset. But either way, it's a gorgeous plant. I just wanted more of the variegated kind of look for the price I paid, so hopefully it just needs to mature for that. Either way, we're going to look at the roots, because I'm not going to be upset about receiving a plant. So this root system again has like a little stalk, so I hesitate to put this one in water. I'll probably put it in moss, but the rest of the root system is pretty good. I mean, super long. I don't see much rotting, if any. A lot of white roots, so that's really exciting that the root system is super awesome. And I'm going to do more research about the way the leaves look, and hopefully that I didn't get just like an unstable variegated plant that had reverted, because that would suck. So stay tuned for an update on this guy. So we've got 2 more. I'm going to say that this one is the Mayoi. M-A-Y-O-I. How do you pronounce that? Let me know in the comments. So there's quite a bit of yellowing on this guy, but again, until I see the roots, I'm really not that upset. Like, look at that. That looks really good. And then we've got this brand new leaf coming in. Let's check out the roots. Look. These roots are really healthy. They look really good. I don't see any even like inkling of root rot. I'm really excited about the way this plant looks. Like, yeah, there's a couple of yellowing leaves, but again, it shipped internationally, and so that can be a little bit of expected even just nationally. I've got 2 seemingly fine leaves, 2 seemingly yellow. I'm expecting to drop the yellow ones in the next month or so, but I've got a new one coming, and the new ones will be more adjusted to my environment anyways. Then here is the last plant. Before I open this one up, I should note that I ordered the max amount of plants I could to the United States. So they had offered me a free plant, like a different free plant, as a result of being able to delay my order. Now I do recognize that I ordered the max, so they couldn't do that, and they probably didn't know that when they sent out that email. I did not receive that extra plant that they promised. However, because I received extras of other plants, I am not upset, and I'm sure that that is just something that they were like, oh, we can't actually send her this plant we promised, we'll just send her extras of what she ordered. So I'm not mad, but I was curious to find out if they were gonna send me that plant or not. I think it would have been taken in customs anyways, and it might have jeopardized the whole order. So again, not mad. Oh, this last one is a Bob C. Ooh. Okay, first I want you to look at this. That's interesting. That must have been fun to wrap. We've got a new leaf coming in. These leaves are huge. Like, we're gonna do a Kaylee Ellen head test. Should have been doing it the whole time. We've got this one, this one, this one, and this one. And honestly, I don't know. It's a little bit folded at the end, that's okay. Look at the backs. The backs are just stunning. I'm excited. And I should say that every single plant in this order was a wish list plant. I know I still haven't done a wish list video. I'll get to it eventually. But until then, you can see some of my wish list items on Instagram. I've got kind of a story on my page that's filled with just plants that I want. So if you're curious, you can go over there. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep ordering them for myself and just like keep collecting them and letting you know, like, oh, I just ordered a wish list plant, by the way. So if you do really want a wish list video, if you for some reason just like want to know what plants are on my wish list, comment down below letting me know that you want that, because right now it's kind of a back burner idea. I don't necessarily want... I feel a little bit uncomfortable putting my wish list out there because I don't want people to feel obligated to send me my wish list plants. So that's kind of why I think I've been putting it off. But if it's something you really want, definitely let me know in the comments. This was definitely part of a huge plant. So look at this root system. It looks like it had a little bit of rot at one point, but that one point was a long time ago. Otherwise, the ends of the roots look pretty good, and then just like look at this stalk. Just the stalk alone next to my head. That's crazy. And the new leaf is also as big as my head. Such a pretty plant. So that is my Green Spaces order. That's everything in the box. I know you guys really want to know the prices, so I'm gonna see if I have them in my paperwork. Okay. So my cat's crying again, so I'm gonna try and rush through this. The photosanitary certificate cost me $25. That's just something GreenSpace does. If you wanna know more about how to order from GreenSpace, I talked about it in my first video, and I linked to other videos that talk about it more, so I'm not gonna bother. But I paid $25 for the photosanitary certificate, which is required for it to come into the US. Then the pastazanum was $40, and this is US money. The ZZ was $45. The black velvet was $35. The Scalfrum was $70, so that was a decently priced plant. Variegata was actually only $35, which I was surprised about and jumped on that one. The Bob C was $45. The Pedatum was $35. The Mayoi was $20. The Paraiso Verde, which is the one I might be disappointed about but haven't decided yet, that one was $80, so that was a splurge plant. I almost didn't get it, but I was like, no, you really want it, you love the way it looks, it's okay, so I'm hoping that that one turns out the way I want it, because I definitely splurged on that one. And then the Gloriosum was $35. The Pink Splash was also $35, and the Army was $15. I may not seem super excited because I'm tired and it's late, but I am so excited to get these guys in moss or water. Again, anything with a stump or a bulb is going in moss. Everything else will go in water. And I will be putting these babies in my greenhouse if they fit. So not everything, these are huge, is going to fit in my greenhouse. I may have to take out a shelf so that they will fit. I'm going to wait and see, but that's where it gets like 60 to 80% humidity, so I want to put these guys in there to adjust a little bit better, so we'll see. I will possibly insert a clip of where these guys end up at the end of this video. So if I got around to filming that, you will see that now. Just finished putting everybody in their containers, their jars, or in their moss. I ran out of, well, it's not that I ran out of, I just didn't have a jar wide enough for this guy, so he's just in a cache pot. But they're all in here. I'm hoping they all have access to adequate light, and the humidity is at 80, so we should be good. I will leave them in here for about a week, checking on them daily. Yay! So now that you saw these plants, I want you to comment down below saying which one is your favorite, which ones are on your wish list, which ones do you hate and you can't believe I bought them. Let's just talk about these plants in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you love my unboxing videos, if you like green spaces, if you like my content, if you want to see more. Give me a thumbs up if you want me to film a wish list video. Subscribe to see more of these content. See you next time.